Welcome back to Gigi's Garden. Thank you, Jehovah, for this beautiful, beautiful day. We just had a major, major, major downpour. It's one of the a huge rainstorm. We get those around here. But I just wanted to show you something that's so beautiful in my garden. Look at this elderberry. These will be ready to harvest here soon. I will harvest these before we leave town. Um, and it makes me to think to go and check the elderberries down in the back of the house too, because they the birds last year got me really good. So this is a beautiful, beautiful example of your elderflower and how beautiful they are. Thank you. You guys are next, and this one needs to be transplanted. I have several of them in there, and they need to be transplanted. This spinach is everything. And my perpetual spinach. But look how tall my pepper plant is. No peppers. One flower just fell off in my hand. It was all brown and curled up. So I don't know why. It's got plenty of flowers, but no peppers on it. Get out of here, fly. And that's a striped butterfly. I don't know what kind of butterfly that is, but it has black and white stripes, and it's beautiful. Um, this collard green plant is doing great. My Brussels sprouts are bouncing back, even though they have been under attack the whole summer from the that white butterfly, the cabbage moth. And these tomatoes are doing awesome. On the back of this, I have drop my garlic. On the back of this, I have Roma tomatoes that are just about ready. I have one that's very, very red back there. The others just started blushing. Hopefully, you know. And these little cherry tomatoes, this is literally a wall of tomato. It's so thick and lush and green. And it's gotten so tall, it's indeterminate. It got so tall that it's coming back down and growing in within. So this this pepper plant is just finally putting peppers on. Let me see if I can show you. Right here, one little tiny pepper. That's all I see right now. These ones are flowering. These ones are just putting on little tiny peppers. I'm excited about that. I'm sorry about the angle, guys. It's so sunny. And this taro is so beautiful. This looks like it's trying to develop the mosaic, some kind of oh, I hope it's not the mosaic disease. The leaves are so beautiful, and these leaves are actually edible as well. So you can go ahead and cut these leaves off and cook them up. But what I am going to do is cut these ones who look like they're trying to catch a little disease. I'm going to go ahead and cut those off and actually go ahead and get rid of them. Let me do that now. Yep, and I don't want any kind of disease to come into my taro, because this is an experiment for me, but it's also one that's actually taking off, and I think that I absolutely love it, not only just because of the foliage, but because of it is taking off, and I know that'll be plenty of food, plenty of high calorie food for our family. Mrs. Holmes said, Hart, these Kershaws are absolutely beautiful. I know I said that I wouldn't support it because, Jehovah made it so that it supports itself unless it had a little bit of distress. I think it has a little distress. It looks like a little distress. So I might put a small support here. This one is supporting itself. Some of the leaves are dying back, which I'm okay with because this one is fully ripe and ready to be picked. I just wanted to see how big it got, and even if I could let that one get huge and just save seeds and then next year go ahead and do a really build a big heavy trellis for it, and then and then let just grow a whole bunch of them. My dandelions, my one little dandelion is doing beautiful. My mullein looks like it's getting diseased, but I know it's time for it to start dying back because it has already flowered and it's seed. I wish I would have saved more of the leaves, which I do have some time. There are some newer leaves on here that I can go ahead and save, dry and powder. My collard greens, these ones have bounced back. I put some chicken manure on them. So these ones bounced back. That one way over there, she's a goner. I don't know. My kale's doing wonderful. My cabbage died. This one cabbage just died and the whole head fell off. Just right there. It's just dead and the head fell off. That one looks like it's doing the same. I am going to go ahead and pull it up and give it to the chickens. Oh, the birds have eaten all the sunflower seeds out of this small head of sunflower. But those are more cutting sunflowers and not the big mammoth sunflowers. These beans are growing everywhere. Can we get some beans out of those? And dragonflies everywhere. Beautiful. So this one, poor collar. This, it is rotten. Let me just go ahead and pull it up. Hopefully. Let me see if I can go ahead and shake the worms out of it. There's so many worms in here. Give that to them. Same thing with this cabbage. This cabbage is mush. Let me see if I eat that too, guys. Let's see. That's what they're there for. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and plant some more. I'm gonna go ahead and this whole head of cabbage was hard, and it's just I don't know what's doing this to them, so I'm gonna cut it off and let some more cabbage form on the sides, because that's exactly what is happening. So they're all diseased. So go ahead and eat that, guys. And little tiny cabbages or heads are forming on the sides, which is really cool. The real reason I'm out here today, well, I have a little bit of time. It rained, so I can't harvest. I want to harvest these little, I don't know, remember what the name, some kind of dock. It's a dock. I want to harvest those seeds, but I can't harvest them right now because they're soaking wet. So, the real reason I'm out here is because I probably have 20 or 25 cucumbers. Again, welcome back to Gigi's Garden. I accidentally ended my last video, and I'm gonna see if I can go ahead and cut it back together with this one. But I came out here while I had a few minutes just to harvest some cucumber and a couple of these things that I can get out of the way so my vegetables can get their sun. crowding out my blueberries. I don't like that. Stop it. Oh, I got grass growing all up in here with my rosemary and stuff. But my coneflowers got knocked down again. This it now. These ones were standing up straight, but now that last big storm, man, it rained like something crazy today. So let's go harvest our cucumbers, because we have 1,000 of them that needs harvested. Cherry tomatoes are just going nuts. My tree collards are doing great. I'm excited about that. This one bean plant that's in the middle of the row. I don't know what's going on. Again. Oh. These little okra. It's a big old bean plant. I don't know what this is. This is a big old bean plant. And these okra. Don't need to be falling over. But they are. Again, potatoes that just are not dying back. Those potatoes still have some growing to do. Because they are not dying back. Excuse me, for anything. The birds are definitely eating my sunflower seeds. Oh, and there's a big, huge beetle right here. And I think I'm going to see if I can cut him in half. Let me see if I can catch him on the camera. Look at that. You see him? See. Oh, nope. I ain't cutting. I tried though. My ground cherries, this one I picked up the other day, and again is laying down again. But again, that rainstorm that just went through here was something. Oh, I got a bunch of cherry tomatoes that I need to pick, so I'm gonna go ahead and get those too while I'm out here. They're bursting open because of all the rain. So let's see if we can go ahead and get some of those. Let's see. Look how pretty. Even though it's busted open. I got some, I don't know what the disease is going on in here. But like I said, I'm not too worried about it. These ground cherries are prolific. They might die back right now, but they'll actually be back next year. So I'm not really worried about it because, I mean, there's ground cherries all over the ground now. I'm not picking these ones up that are on the ground that are busted open. It reseeds itself every year and it comes back. So I'm excited about that. And I'm going to go ahead and I had bok choy and basil all through here. It's just, I wanted to put that up here, but it's going that way, so I'm just going to let it go. I'm going to try to fix that loofah that's hanging there because I wanted to jump across. And I think if I can trellis some of these cucumbers to jump across, that'll be fine. Because this trellis over here is totally empty. And I wanted some stuff on here. So I'm going to go ahead and cut off all the rest of these cucumbers. And I'll be right back. Hang on. It is hot out here. I did harvest everything that I think was big enough to harvest. You know, because we are going out of town. My daughter's stepmom passed away. So we will be in Pittsburgh for the weekend. And I know that they won't survive, or they'll be ginormous when we get back. So I'm going to go ahead and harvest everything that's big enough to go. Those are beautiful. I've been waiting for these. I've been letting them go. I got a couple patty pan squash in there. This is the cucumbers. Cherry tomatoes. I'm going to finish up with these radishes. I think I might be just about taking the rest of the radishes out. Some of them are super, very nice size. Some are not too big, but you know, a lot of them are very nice sized. And when we come home on Monday, if I have time, I will replant some of these radishes and things like that. See, oh, that's a big one. It's a big one. Look at that. So these are all nice size. This whole group here. I'm gonna just go ahead and take all three of those because look, those are very nice sized. That frees up some space. And I will be out here replanting. I'm gonna cook those as soon as I go in the house because I noticed that if I wait, they will go to waste. So as soon as I go in the house, I'm gonna wash and cook those. I have another big old bunch of 3, it looks like, that are ready. Mosquito just bit me on my ankle. There's a big one here. Let me see if I can get him. The reason I made this garden like this is so that I could reach the middle, and it just don't seem to be working out. This side is too big. So, let's see. Oh, spider webs. Make this one good. Nice size. The leaves are covering them, so it's hard to see them. But these darn mosquitoes is tearing my ankles up and trying to bite me through my pants. That's why I put on long pants, long sleeves. There's a big one here. There's a big one there. Let's see if I can reach it. I'll have to do some acrobatics trying to get these radishes. All right. So I think I got most of them, of the big ones. Are these ones big enough? No. This one looks like it's trying to be big enough. Let's get it. Get it. I'm trying to get everything that I can get today. Like I said, we will be out of town for the weekend. Come on. I want this the tomato done rooted to the ground. That's great. Don't want it rooting to the ground because it's interfering with other things. Like my dinosaur kale and my... There you go. Let's get it up out of here. Let it come this way. Yeah. If it comes this way, that's fine. If it grows, if tomatoes form on it, it'll be fine. If not, that's okay too. I'll just pull the plants up and go ahead and replace them with something that's going to produce. So that's where we're at right now. So I'm going to go ahead and take my little radishes, tomatoes, and cucumbers on in the house. And I'm going to, the kids are still asleep, so I'm going to go ahead and make them lunch and be ready for when they wake up. And that will do it. I'm going to see if I can stitch all these videos together that I started and restarted and accidentally stopped and all that. But we got a nice little haul. Nice little haul. And I will see you guys later. Again, thank you for joining me at Gigi's Garden. Remember, grow something. I'm excited about my first little harvest. All right, have a good day.